Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm beyond excited to say my baby finally came in. This is the gorgeous, absolutely breathtaking Blue Blood palette, and this is the look that I came up with it, which I actually really love. So if you want to see how I did this look with this gorgeous palette and get a few words of what I think about the palette, then please keep watching. Okay guys, I am so excited to report that after doing one eye, I am in love with this baby. It's exactly what you'd expect Jeffree Star shadows to be. Super pigmented, super beautiful, super easy to work with. I've actually never used blue eyeshadow before or done really a prominently blue look. Like I've used aqua, but not blue like this. And honestly, I love it. I don't know, what about you? Let me know down below. All right, let's jump right into it. So what we're gonna be starting with is this powdery blue shade here, Blue Blood. So I'm just gonna dip right in, and with my MAC 239, yes, my nails match the palette. I was that excited. So with my MAC 239, I'm going to load up the brush and just begin to pat. I have preemptively primed my eye and done the rest of my makeup, so we're just gonna go right in. Actually, I learned from the first time of using this, with this eye, there's actually a lot more fallout than I'm used to. I don't know if that's because of the colors or what it is. So I'm just going to put some extra translucent powder here, just so that when I want to wipe off the makeup that's fallen underneath, it'll just come right off. Okay, let's jump right into it. So again, we're gonna go in with that blue blood shade here, this powdery baby blue, and we're just gonna pack that onto the eyelid, starting from the corner and just working our way pretty much across the whole eye. Oh, the pigment. Oh, I forgot to mention, I primed my eyes today with the Louise base, which I always do when I'm doing like a super colorful look. See, as you can see, there's already some fallout. Just continuing to pat that, even in the inner corner, because when we cut, we want that backdrop underneath. We are going to dip back and forth between I'm Cold and Mint Tea, or Minty, and we're just going to start to diffuse that harsh edge there. And for that, I'm using my Wayne Goss 20. I'm just going to go right in. So, did you guys manage to get your hands on the palette? I know it's sold out like crazy. I purchased mine on Beautylish, really like frantically trying my best to get it. I really didn't think I was going to. I thought like it was so hard, like the whole site crashed. My friend was on Jeffree Star Cosmetics, Ian, you guys have met him, was on Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I was on Beautylish, and we even had a Morphe tab open just to be safe. That's how desperately I wanted this freaking palette. So you can see as we're kind of blending that out, we're losing some of the shade that we packed on the lid, but what we're going to do is go back in after. It's more important to get that gradient blend for this type of look. When I'm doing the inner corner, the shadow on the inner corner, I like to tilt my head this way because I find I can get right in there really blend out without getting too messy. Now what I'm going to do is dip back into my MAC 239, and I'm going to take the shade Blue Monday. And this isn't, I love the shade, I love the color, but it just doesn't perform the best. It's a little bit patchy. So after this, we're going to go in with an even darker one, and then kind of go back and forth between the two to get the kind of gradient we want for the blues. As you can see though, it's super pretty and electric, but it's a little bit patchy. I think these type of neon-y colors tend to be a little bit patchy. And again, I'm going to go in with I'm Cold on my Wayne Goss 20, and again, finesse those edges out. So if you can see here, it just completely lifted up. I don't know why, but it is easy to work around. It's so worth it for these gorgeous tones. Okay, now we're gonna go in with Undertaker, which is that super deep navy blue, I'd say, in the corner, and just kind of along this corner here and just start to build that. Kind of cover up that patchiness a bit. And kind of go back and forth between that Blue Monday and that dark color till we get what we want. God, I love this palette. It's so beautiful. I can't get over it. I'm so happy I have it. So lucky to have gotten my hands on it. Jeffree, you've outdone yourself, as per usual. I'm also going to be deepening that inner corner a bit. I'm going to take a smaller brush for that when I deepen up the inner corner here. I'm going to take my Wayne Goss 19 and I'm first again going to dip into that Blue Monday, but shake it off a little bit more. We don't want to go as heavy as we did on the outer corner as in the inner corner. And it really helps me when I'm doing the inner corner, like I mentioned, just to tilt my head back. Just try to get right in there. And I know it kind of looks like a big mess right now, but it's a work in progress and you don't see the final result at the very end. It's one of those looks that everything pulls together at the end. When I'm having issues with it blending at the top, I will always take this mint tea color and just very lightly finesse it at the top, and it gives the overall gradient a little bit of a boost. Now, to clean up that edge a little bit more until I went a little bit high with the blue, I'm going to take my MAC 252 and dip into this Wealthy shade here, which is a very bone, skin-toned, type shade. And I'm gonna dip that in there, and I'm just gonna kind of put that over here, just to help blend that top there and kind of bring it down a bit, because I want a bit of high. Once we've taken it to about here, what we're gonna do is cut the crease. And I'm going to grab my MAC 242 as per usual, and some of my Shape Tape in light medium. I'm gonna plop some on the back of this Petri dish, which is not a candle lid from White Barn. And I am just going to start to cut this crease here. So I'm going to coat my brush, draw one line down, look up, see where it stamps, and continue drawing. Now we're going to do my stamp and press, which you guys know I do all the time with my looks when I do a cut crease. I'm going to do my stamp and press, and then we're going to start to put the shimmer onto the eyelid. Now that that's cut, the first shimmer we're going to go in with is my favorite shade in the entire palette, is Ice Tray. So we're going to go in that, coat pretty much the majority of what we've cut out here, and then for the inner corner, we're going to go in with this bright white called Cullinan. I always apply shimmers with my finger, so we're going to go and do that. To deepen up that corner again, because we lost a bunch, we're going to go in with Blue Monday and Undertaker mix on, what is this? This is a Wayne Goss 17, so we're going to go in with that and just kind of finesse out the edge here. Ooh, Lord, that just lifted everything up. Okay, so I think we're going to stamp instead. I think this is a pressed pigment palette, and you are supposed to stamp instead of like rub. Redarkening again, adding some of Undertaker to the outer corner as well. We lost a bit of that Ice Tray, go back in. I find with a lot of makeup looks, they only really start to look good when you've gone back and forth like 800 times. And done the same thing like over and over, And then I'm going to go in with a relatively clean brush, wipe off anything extra on there, and just kind of clean up these edges here. Once we've reached to about here, what I'm going to do is actually go back into my concealer. We actually have some left over on here. And I'm going to take, what is this called? This is a Smith 202 brush, which is this teensy tiny liner brush. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of these. I'm sure you have. These are the heavy metal glitters. This is Midnight Cowboy. I bought this so long ago and was never able to use it the way I wanted. So what I learned makes it a lot easier is if you first place down concealer and cut out where you want to put it, and then with this same brush, go into the glitter and then lay it on. And with this, I just have way more precision. I was never getting the look I wanted or the precision I wanted with the brush that it actually comes with. So yeah, a little tip for you guys. That really helped me if you're also interested in those glitter liners. I'm coating the tip of the brush in concealer, and I'm just gonna like lightly pat off the excess so it's not too slippery. And that line that we cut, we're just gonna retrace that to about where this one ends here, and then lay our glitter down. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. So once we've laid down the concealer, we're going to go in with the glitter. So I'm just gonna coat my brush here, take the wand out, coat my brush, and start to apply that glitter. And you're gonna wanna gradually build that up, because the first layer I find is never as glittery as I'd like it to be. Okay, so once we've taken it to about here with the glitter, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna wipe all of this off, put on my black liner, throw on my lashes, and I will be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay guys, this is the finished look. So I threw on, I'm actually trying for the first time, these are called the Royal Silk Sephora lashes. I like them. I think they're a little bit less dramatic than I wanted them to be, but I think they're pretty decent. These were actually a gift from Sephora, so thank you so much, Sephora. And then I did my liner like usual. And yeah, I do love the look. Now, a few thoughts on the palette. I adore it. I think the color story is absolutely beautiful. Something though to note, this shade here, Blue Monday, is extremely hard to work with. Now, I'm relatively new to colors, so it could be that I just don't have, maybe this is a common issue with blues, I'm not quite sure. But I did find that I had a little bit of patchiness that I had to keep building. I didn't experience it with this eye as much, but this eye, as you can see, I have a little bit of patchiness there, and I had to keep rebuilding and try to fix, but like it wouldn't fix, the pigment just wouldn't, I guess, like lay on top of each other. I don't know why. Other than that though, I'm absolutely in love with this palette. I mean, like, how could you not be? And I love this pretty eye look I made. Maybe not everyday friendly, but super fun for when you want to play with shadows. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Please leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And yeah, see you on the next one guys. Bye!